What's the scariest urban legend from your state? Today we're doing Oklahoma. This urban legend comes with a very real story. In the 1930s, it appeared that Carol Ann Smith was having incredibly bad luck. Her husband Frey passed away in 1934, and while it was ruled a self incident, there was mysterious circumstances behind it, and someone did start investigating this. In 1935, the maid that was working for Caroline was fleeing the house when she was hit by a car. What's strange about both of these incidents is that Carol Ann had two life insurance policies, both on her maid and on her husband. Even more mysterious, the person that hit her maid with the car was found also gone, and the person that was investigating her husband's suspicious passing also lost his life. But the strangeness did not stop following Carol Ann. By 1944, several of her neighbors had realized that she was getting illegal rations for her dog. People also said that they saw her digging graves in her backyard by moonlight, but stranger yet, they kept hearing screams coming from her house. Police were finally called, and in the backyard, they did find two caskets, both of which were empty. But they did find two women living in her basement. One was 31-year-old Virginia Evans, and the other was 30-year-old Nell Willetta Horner. These two women were living in Carol Ann's basement under really terrible circumstances. The basement wasn't heated, and they were basically living on orange crates. Both of these women appeared to be mesmerized by Carol Ann. Both of them went to work but would give their entire paychecks to Carol Ann. They didn't keep a dime, and it appears as if Carol Ann had started her own religion of sorts. While Carol Ann took all of their money and spent it lavishly, she told them that as long as they gave her all of her money, they would be promised eternal life. Police officers felt like the women had been hexed or were mesmerized because they were almost in this trance. Carol Ann was put on trial for this, but she was described as having a lust for money and for the limelight. Other people did have sympathy for her because not only had Carol Ann lost her husband, she had also lost her child. She wouldn't spend very much time in prison at all before disappearing. The house where Carol Ann lived was dubbed the Hex House and was eventually demolished, and now I think is just a parking lot. This was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. But people believe that this parking lot still has the basement where these women were held captive and that it is now haunted. People say that their cars will do weird things and headlights will turn on randomly. It's just a whole weird vibe in that area. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think that the Hex House area is haunted? Let me know down in the comments and follow for more creepy things.